Good morning, goat lovers. We are just getting ready to do chores. And when I say we, that's my little helper there. That's Amelia. And I'm Amy from Antler Spring Farms. And we are just getting ready to do chores after an extreme cold snap. We had minus 44 weather here a couple days in a row. And the goats really didn't enjoy it. So we'll just talk a little bit about looking after your goats in really cold weather. Is our lovely feeder or goat proof feed storage, which an old freezer or a locked room when you have goats is the absolute, it's a necessity, because goats tend to like to get into mischief and they really love grain. And so we are just quickly mixing up our morning feed here for the goat. And then we're going to head over to the goat pen. Okay. All right. There's Miss Amelia. And the chickens all are here and waiting for their breakfast. Come on, chickens. And of course, the very old Jack Russell has to chase the chickens because that makes life exciting. So we went from an extreme cold snap to quite warm temperatures, and that actually tends to be one of the harder situations on goats. They don't like temperature change. They do just fine in the cold if they've got good quality feed, but temperature changes tend to be not so great on them. We ended up having to move them out of their outdoor shelter, which is just a big lean-to, which is usually really sufficient for goats. But with wind chills that were in the minus almost 50s, they really didn't do well. We moved them into an insulated building and they did okay, but they were still quite cold. So here are what we call the sharks, and that's morning feed time, because when you have multiple goats, let me in, please. They tend to be like ravenous sharks. Everybody wants grain. Everybody has to run to each feeder and decide who gets what. And of course, they all want the best grain, and I make a mixture, and we call them crunchies. And of course, they eat those first. Okay. Amelia, can you take the camera while I run the sharks around? Come on, sharks. Come on, over here. Yeah. Get out of the way. Over here. So we put up boards here as a wind deterrent to help the goats with wind. In the cold, wind is actually what kills them, not the cold. They have a really hard time staying warm in any wind. All right, so grain is done. Okay, you can turn that off. So Caramel was actually one of my very first goats. She is now a 2-year-old Nubian. And this is Maple and Peanut, and they are also Nubians. And this is Mocha, who are also all Nubians. We are looking at expanding into more meat. And Archie back there is our Kiko buckling that we just got. He is not yet a year old. So we're super excited to see this year's kids with the Nubian cross. We really like our Nubians just because they are so sweet.
Oh. Hi, Grandma. This is our grandma goat. She's 9 years old.
Good go, Grandma.
Peanut. Brandy. Oh, you're such a pretty goat. Heidi, you're such a fluffy goat. You fluffy goat. Fluffy goat.
So one more thing that's actually really important in the extreme cold to help keep your goats warm And even if you have an insulated building, is to give them warm water. So we have an insulated water bucket, but I also fill it with hot water every morning. And just turn that off.
Amelia feeding the chickens. They're also out because it's actually quite nice out. Trying to get them out, stretching their legs out of the chicken coop, and cleaning up a bunch of scraps. If you like this video and it was informational, please like and subscribe.